What up, guys? So this is going to be a review, walk around, little short video of my 2000 Honda Shadow 600 VLX. It's the deluxe model with the extra chrome. But I'm just kind of halfway through chopping and bobbing it, and was just going to kind of go through, I don't know what all I've put into it and what kind of has gone into that. So I guess we'll start at the front. I did the clip-on bars. I've done straight bars in the past and drag bars, but really wanted to do the clip-ons just to kind of lower the riding position, give it a little forward lean. So obviously just took out the triple tree risers, the whole bars and everything, and just got these clip-ons that clip onto the forks. And the forks on these Shadows are 39 millimeter, and the stock handlebar is 1 inch. So for your clip-ons, you want to do a 39 millimeter fork to a 1 inch bar, and then all of your stock controls, levers, everything like that is going to bolt up perfectly. I'm going to remount the speedometer down here on the frame just to really clean up the top end of it. But I just went with a universal, kind of a Street Fighter headlight type deal. Got it off Amazon for, the headlight was $44, and then the whole bucket and housing, everything that just clips to the forks, was $20, actually 19. And so that's just a really easy plug and play headlight option. It just uses a standard H4 plug on the back, so you can just plug that right in, and then it does have this halo on it, and so that's just an extra wire, and you wire it straight into your battery. There's already a ground on the headlight in the H4 plug, so you don't need to run a ground. And then I put this little hidden toggle switch, if you guys can see it there, in, and this is just a piece of plastic, so I drilled a hole, put in that toggle switch, and so that powers my halo, which is actually bright enough you could just use it for your running light and just put the switch for your low beam. But oh gosh, what else did I do? Just cut the stock mufflers off. I haven't put any tips or anything like that on it yet. So there's kind of a shield that goes around the stock pipe. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's just a 1.5 inch pipe. And then this heat shield around here is 2 inches. And the heat shield around this one, which only goes halfway around it, is 2.5. So it's going to be kind of tricky to figure out what I want to do for exhaust, but it actually sounds really freaking good. We're just cutting off those pipes. So I'll figure that out. I did adjust the richness on the carburetor. It's a little D-shaped screw down here on the bottom. It's going to be kind of hard to show you. You just have to get a little D-shaped carburetor bit. It works on a lot of different bikes, a lot of different Hondas. And then you can adjust your fuel-air mixture. So I richened it up a little bit just to run a little bit better with the lower back pressure of the exhaust. It seems to work good. I just have a stock air filter in it. And then when it comes to cutting the frame on these, I really wanted to get one of these Shadows because it doesn't have the spring suspension rear end. It just has a monoshock that's tucked up in there. So it makes for kind of a clean look on the back. And then this is just a third brake light that's made for a Cadillac CTS, I believe it was. And I just have that temporarily wired on so that I could ride it. But the frame on this, I don't know if you can kind of see under here, there's kind of a bar that comes up, and it comes to this big intersection of tubular framing. But anyways, I didn't really know what it would look like when I was sawing this frame off, so I kind of cut it a little bit longer than I needed to, so I could always work my way back, because if you cut it too short, there's no going back. But it's actually completely hollow in there. So I'm gonna figure something out for block off plates. Ideally, I'd like to weld something on there. That would be the right way to do it, but who knows? You could probably even use some expanding foam and just fill that up, cut it off, paint it, and it would probably work. Still need to take my secondary pegs off of it. Pulled the chain guard off because nobody needs that. Threw a new chain and sprockets on it. Probably should have went with silver instead of gold. It's kind of an eyesore, but it's working. And then I just did this universal bobber seat. I seem to really like these. This one actually has the wings up front, which I didn't use. I just bolted it straight down to the bolt that holds the gas tank on. But that seems to work pretty good. And then I will do more of a permanent fix on the rear end to fasten it. I mean, it's super tight on there. It's bolted down really snug. But if I did a plate across the back, I would do something that came back a little bit, and then I would drill a hole and bolt this little tab down to it there. But it seems to work for now. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I got this bike for $1,300, and I've thrown $200 worth of parts into it. So, I mean, I'm at $1,500. You know, this is not some $30,000 showroom Harley. But yeah, it's working really nice. I will start it up for you guys, I guess, to let you hear the stock exhaust. And then my brake light has this crazy startup cycle that it does. Does one good flash, and then okay, it's on. And then when you hit the brake, kind of has an interesting function to it. But alright, enough for the shenanigans. Kind of has a nice slope to it. I don't mind it at all. But, and of course no mirrors, who needs those? But yeah, it's coming together. Obviously, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd be more than happy to try and help you out if I can. I am going to do the VTX rim mod on this, because this stock rear rim is 3.5 inches wide, and the VTX rim is 4.5 inches wide, I believe. So you could even use your stock 170 tire, and on the 4.5 inch rim it would be really an inch wider, and you have the room. Plenty of guys do it, so it would kind of give you a fatter rear end. But I do like these for just having the stock 170. It looks pretty decent on the bike. It's definitely not a skinny little tire. Some of these Harleys cruising around, the back tire is so skinny it just looks like a sissy bike. I'm not about that. But yeah, let me know. I'll post up a newer video when it's closer to being done, when I have plates on that frame and figure out exhaust and do all that kinds of stuff. But yeah, she's coming together.